Hey everybody, it's WB. I'm back again already. Just did the unboxing video on the Palmetto State AK47, the PSAK47 Gen 2, and already looks like I've hit a bit of a snag. I have switched out the furniture. So basically what we did is I went ahead and switched out the wood buttstock and just put a plain polymer buttstock on there, and also put this Mako side folding stock on there. It's actually kind of loose. I do like the stock. It usually fits pretty tightly, but this one's just got a little bit of wobble. I did notice that the rear end of this thing is different, again, because of the little jigsaw piece that I referenced earlier. It does fold up. It's a left side folder on the Mako, and it's all right. But again, there's a little bit more play in there than I'd like to see. I'm afraid over time that's probably going to drive me nuts. But anyway, on to the real snag that I hit, though. What I'm finding already is out of the box, this thing is not liking some of the magazines I try to put in it. It looks like it's going to be really finicky in what magazines it readily accepts, in other words. So let's start with the one I've got in here now. This is a steel Korean 20-round magazine. And if I had to guess, I'd say it's on the slimmer side of the AK magazines. This one does appear to go in there fairly easily and locks up. It was a little more fidgety the first time I put it in there, but it seems to be going in there pretty nicely. This is the 30-round Magpul PMag that came with it. This one also goes in there pretty nicely and will lock up securely without a lot of effort. But beyond that point, those are the only two I've found so far. I've got a stack of magazines here. I'm going to try them all out. But so far, those are the only two that are really going in this thing without a lot of hassle or at all. This is I've got a variety of steel Milsurp magazines here. This one is a Yugo with a bolt hold open, and let's see if this one works. Yeah, so the Yugo actually is a go. The Yugo is a go. So let's see if I can snap it back in there. Yeah, so that one doesn't seem to be fighting me too much. Here I have another steel military surplus magazine. Not sure what origin this one is, but I believe this one gave me problems a moment ago. And yeah, okay, that one had locked up. I think it's just not locking up securely. It's not giving me any confidence at all as far as being able to do this quickly or reliably if it needed to be done quickly. And I'm not sure that this is even latched all the way, but at least it'll come out. Here's another military surplus steel magazine. Again, not sure of the origin. And this one doesn't want to latch up at all. I'm trying to be careful to make sure I get it engaged in the front. But yeah, it's engaged in the front and it is not latching up at all. It does not want to go at all. So no go on that one. Here we have even a Tapco 30-round magazine. You can usually get these in there because some of the material will shave off. Actually, if you put it in there forcefully, but this one is not wanting to go either. And sometimes you can kind of wiggle it at the base. So I'm guessing that what we have is a very tight magazine well on these, unless there's some sort of issue with this particular unit that I got. It looks like this is a very tight magazine well, so that's something you might want to keep in mind. Again, this one looks like it's going to be very finicky, and so the Korean goes in there, the Magpul goes in there, the Yugo bolt hold open goes in there, and I don't want to have to mark my magazines to know which one works in a particular gun or not. All the other guns I have will run any AK mag I put in there, and I expect this one to do the same. So I am not doing well on my search for a good, reliable, quality, American-made AK-47. And once again, I'm already wishing that I'd just ponied up a few more bucks and gone with the Vepr and I don't think the VEPRs would have an issue running military surplus magazines. I could be wrong. I don't have a VEPR, but that's just my guess. So anyway, that's a quick update. Already hit a snag on the PSAK47. It's very finicky as far as the magazines it wants to take. Next stop at the range to see how well this thing shoots and see if there's any kind of solution to these magazine issues. Hopefully, at least it'll run with the ones that do fit in it, but I guess that remains to be seen. So we'll check that out and keep fiddling with these steel surplus magazines a little bit and see if I don't know. I'm not going to take any material out of the receiver in order to try to get the magazines to fit. If it comes to that, I guess it's going back to Palmetto State Armory. Again, I'm not having a great track record trying to find an acceptable American-made AK at this point, and neither one of the last two have even made it to the range to be shot. So that's where we're at. Quick update. Thanks for watching, and stay tuned. I'll have some more on this one.